On November 10th, 1963, just months before his public break with the Nation of Islam, Malcolm gave a speech that still shakes the bones of America, the House Negro and the Field Negro. It wasn't polite, it wasn't safe, and it called out every black leader pretending integration would save them. This was the speech they tried to erase. Viewer discretion is advised because once you hear it, you'll never unsee the truth.
To understand this, you have to go back